eVTOL stock mega week in terms of earnings. Earnings mega week. Is it going to be a beginning of a massive rally, or are we going to crash and sell off? Let's find out. Hey up everyone, welcome to Martyn Look as Investor. I'm Vaz. Do you know what time it is? It's time to start talking eVTOLs. You are in the right place. And as you already know, as the title above me, title of the video, and literally every single description related in this video, any piece of information in this video indicates next week will be very big for all eVTOL market. We have all three major eVTOL manufacturers reporting their earnings call. What's going on? Well, we'll find out shortly. Let's just quickly have a look at the markets. What's been going on today? We've got S&P is slightly up, Nasdaq 0.80% up, Bitcoin 0.5% up, XRP 1.2% up, Ethereum slight sell-off, gold keeps on the downtrend, keeps under the $4,000 mark, and silver slightly up, but still slightly sold off. In the eVTOL market, we've got Archer down almost 2%, Joby fair sell-off today. We will have a look at the chart shortly. Stand by. We'll have a look at the charts very shortly. Vertical Aerospace keeps crashing as predicted on Saturday. Same with Joby. EHang, again, slight sell-off, 2.8%. Horizon Aircraft, big sell-off. It looks like we are at the beginning of a big retraction. And Eve Air Mobility, there's something wrong with the value. That should be... That's not right. That's not right. I will check it later. So, what is going on? Well, what's going on? Shall we go through the next week plan one by one? Or shall we first explain what is an eVTOL? Well, I can see we have some new people joining me. What is an eVTOL and why next week is important? Well, an eVTOL can be something like this. Very sexy and sports car label, modern and novel aircraft. This aircraft has multiple rotors, is battery powered, so it's green. It's got no combustion engine. It is quiet. It's much safer. It will be much more affordable. It's much cheaper to operate as well. Well, this one is static. How about this one? What is the eVTOL? Well, the VTOL stands for vertical takeoff, as you can see, and landing maneuver. The E there is for electric. So this car, this aircraft is also sometimes called as, or nicknamed as, a flying taxi, and you can see why. Most of them are four-seater passenger configuration with one pilot. This one is Joby Aviation and their S4. The black sports car style you saw before was Archer's Midnight. What is the main advantage, or what is the design and purpose and use case of this aircraft? Well, this aircraft is designed to aid densely populated areas, mainly cities. If you think of traffic in Los Angeles, New York, Berlin, London, Asian cities, you can spend fair few hours trying to get from the center or from your business hub to the airport. And if you are a high-profile manager or high-profile person, your time is very highly valuable. And you can cut down, because you are not moving in 2 dimensions, you are moving in 3 dimensions. You can cut down your travel time from easily 1.5 hours to 10 to 15 minutes. So this is the main advantage, the main purpose. They are also much safer. There's a lot to it. Just a quick introduction, eVTOL 101, eVTOL crash course with Vaz. So what's going on? Next week, we have these 3 key manufacturers. We have Joby Aviation, we have Archer Aviation, and we have Vertical Aerospace. Let's quickly break it down one by one, and I will explain what is their market position, and I will tell you few things why you should be investing in this particular company, or why you should be interested in this particular company, and I will tell you also the downsides as well. So first of all, we have Vertical Aerospace, British manufacturer, 4th of November, next Tuesday, pre-market, I'll be covering this earnings call live. We have been, well, first of all, one of the main reasons why you should be interested in Vertical Aerospace, because we are bringing you so much content exclusively. We are bringing you exclusive information and content directly from Vertical Aerospace. We brought you 2 interviews. We brought you exclusive interview about the aircraft. We covered Capital Markets Day with Vertical Aerospace, where all the directors were talking about the company, about the business strategy. They were telling you the ins and outs of the whole business and the business plan. So first of all, it's the transparency. Secondly, this aircraft is believed to be market leading in many metrics. This aircraft is believed to be better than Joby Aviation and their S4, and is also believed to be better than Archer's Midnight in many metrics. And I can offer you this video from Royal International Air Tattoo, the biggest British air show, where I happened to meet up with Vertical Aerospace. So that's 2 reasons. Third one, this could have massive upside. Also, Vertical Aerospace are targeting, they are going in slightly different way. Joby and Archer, the other 2 companies I'll be talking about shortly, are market leading companies on the eVTOL market. Vertical Aerospace are very well aware of their position. They are not trying to stretch out, they are not trying to raise immense amount of money and trying to catch up with the market head. They are following their firmly set business strategy, which is called Flight Path 2030. They are targeting certification slightly later than Joby and Archer in 2028. However, they are targeting the FAA, the CAA, which is the British, and the EASA, the European standard, compared to Joby and Archer, who are targeting the FAA certification, the United States Aerospace standard, safety standard. The European certification is transferable worldwide. So once they achieve their certification, it will be transferable literally all around the world. Obviously, it's not like your passport or your driving license. You will have to tick the boxes and fill few forms. But this is giving Vertical Aerospace massive advantage on the market, because once they go through the certification in 2028 and they are successful, they don't need to go through another round of certification in the United States and all around the world. So this is like the universal certification, transferable and applicable worldwide. So these are the probably 3 key upsides and points. Downside, obviously, is the financial side. Vertical Aerospace have a runway of about 10 to 14 months. We will see a financial update on the call. It'll be very interesting because Vertical Aerospace are well aware of the situation and they are actively tackling the financial side issue. So, me personally, I'm expecting slightly positive, if not positive earnings and shift towards positive sentiment around the stock. But that is just my prediction, my own imagination working. Let's have a look at the chart. So Vertical Aerospace, I told you on Saturday, I told you the week before as well. We are literally, if I zoom out, let me just zoom out slightly to the yearly. Vertical Aerospace has been very volatile. It's been a roller coaster ride. It was the most volatile eVTOL stock. But once this consolidates and we see the catalyst coming out, we have the good news coming out, and there's fair few good news lined up till the end of the year. And I wouldn't be surprised if one of the good news will come out before or on the day of the earnings call. So that could be massive catalyst. So if we look at the April tariff wars, we broke under $3. Then we went on the back of good news. This year we touched $8 mark multiple times. We breached over the $7 resistance, and then there was a sell-off. There was dilution in here. There was a big dilution, and then the sentiment was a bit negative. We had some good news in here. up, down, up, down. Currently, we are on a downtrend. So if you look at this yellow or orange or amber or whatever that color is, we had a downtrend. We broke through this $5 support, and I marked another support around $4.50. We now broke down. Is this going to be a freak out? And we will be bouncing back between the $4.50 and $5 mark? Very likely. I wouldn't be surprised if this bounces off back again, and it will continue bouncing until the earnings call on Tuesday between the $5 and $4.50 mark. If we go lower, we can see that will be our next resistance. Next support around 430, 420. If we break through that, it could be a bit harsher. But I don't think that will happen. I think we will be bouncing until the earnings call, and potentially we can hear some good news and good updates and good guidance as well. So what could happen then? We can easily start seeing the that next mark will be between 5 and 550, and then the next one will be 650, the previous resistance, and then we are eyeing the $750 or $740 mark. So with Vertical Aerospace, very volatile. I would currently be just holding, wait a couple of days. If it breaks through, if it breaks lower, you have much better buying opportunity. If it doesn't, we will be bouncing up and down and wait for the earnings call. So that is Vertical Aerospace quickly. The next one, that's Tuesday pre-market. I'll be covering this live. I'm trying to get some more exclusive content. We might have a question on the earnings call as well. Next one, Joby Aviation, one of the market leading companies. As you can see here, Wednesday after hours. Next week, Wednesday after hours. Mark this down. Live on this channel, I'll be here with you. Why Joby? Joby, not this video, Joby have been flying multiple aircraft. They have, I think, 5 piloted aircraft. They have been flying in 3 countries around the world recently. They had very good performance in Japan in the Osaka Expo. They are looking at the production ramp partnership with Toyota, who will be supporting their production endeavors. And Joby have currently half a dozen of aircraft on the production line as well. So that could be good update on the earnings call. All this aircraft will be used for the certification endeavors. So as you can see, there are 2 flying one next to each other in the tandem flight. Joby are the most advanced in terms of certification, the type certification with the FAA. What does it mean? Well, once they achieve their type certification, they can fly operational and test flights in the United States. What does it mean? Well, do I have to explain? We can fly passengers not as soon, but we can start flying passengers as early as probably second half of next year, if we get good progress on the certification. Joby, their financial side, they have about $1.5 billion on their books in cash. That is a very long runway. However, that includes the production line setup, production ramp up, certification endeavors, and we'll be definitely looking out for updates on this on the earnings call. So this is why you should be interested in Joby Aviation. Also, currently, they are market leading in terms of test flights and test flight aircraft. As I said, they have 5 piloted test aircraft, and I think they have 7 aircraft they have been flying in total. So something very interesting. What is the negative? What you should be aware of, what you should be looking out? Well, first of all, I would say the stock might be fairly oversold. Only few analysts are giving price targets over $20 mark. Currently, most of it, the consensus is around $18. If you look at today's price, $15.60, and if you look at $18, there's not much of an upside. Joby has been laddering up. If I zoom out, if I give you the yearly chart, you can see from the carry trade back in October. We were under $4. There we are. There we are, under $4. There was the tariff wars. There was a big rally for Christmas. And after Christmas, Joby almost touched the $11 mark. And then another sell-off, tariff wars, $5. And since, look at that. This is obviously on the back of good news, certification progress, partnership with Toyota, and the financial situation. All of this rally is on the back of their financial situation update and Toyota partnership. Joby has touched the 20 or breached over $20 mark twice recently, but currently we can see this nice falling wedge pattern. Me personally, I think Joby will go sideways again, and another downside for Joby, something to look out. It's not a downside, but something to look out for is their marketing. Recently, in the recent weeks or recent couple of months, Joby has massively improved this. But Joby is currently not striking as an exclusive brand, or not yet. I'm not saying they are not, but they are not. They don't have that image. They don't have that label yet. If you look at the other company, Archer, we'll get into that shortly, you will see why if I show you the aircraft. So Joby, we have massive support here at $15 mark. Multiple times we touched it and retested it. We have this nice falling wedge pattern, and I think we will see if we see some good certification progress on the earnings call, we can see a nice rally. My price target prediction is still $26 or maybe $28 early next year. And I see this realistic. If we get some good guidance on the earnings call, good progress on the FAA type certification, that's very, very likely. And the last one, that's Wednesday after hours. I'll be here. The last one is Archer Aviation. Market leading company in terms of marketing and promotion of the eVTOL concept. As you can see, November the 6th, Thursday after hours. Same place, same time, but different day. Archer Aviation, as I said, market leading company in terms of marketing and promotion of the eVTOL concept and the eVTOL market. Look at this. How would you label this? I would label this as a luxury sports car. I would label this as something high-end. I would label this as something sexy and rock and roll. This aircraft has a lot of potential in terms of marketing, but there is quite few downsides to Archer. Well, first of all, what are the upsides? Archer have been currently stressing their partnership with Palantir and Anduril. They are pivoting fairly towards defense sector, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. They might see their certification endeavors are not so successful, and they are shifting towards the defense. What does it mean? Well, when you are flying under the military livery, and registration, you don't need the FAA certification. So this could be a gateway to Archer to start testing and test flying their aircraft and exposing it to more and more test use cases and more various situations and conditions. With Archer, positivity, definitely the marketing promotion of the company. I lost my trail a bit. Negativity. We have, well, it's positive and negative as well. If you look at this aircraft, this takes off vertically, transitions into horizontal flight. We have currently the only piloted aircraft, November 703 Alpha X-ray, which cannot do the full transition. It flies only as a fixed wing aircraft, as an electric aeroplane, like this. Once they announce the new aircraft, November 704 Alpha X-ray, is out and has flown its first flight, it will be a massive catalyst for Archer. Archer also stress on their first application in the Mid East in Abu Dhabi. However, recently it came out that their certification progress in the Mid East will be delayed. So with Archer, it looks currently more that there might be a sell-off on Thursday, but we never know. Maybe Archer will come out with a new partnership. Maybe Archer will come up with an update on their certification. Maybe Archer will come up with a new aircraft. What is Archer doing? Let's have a look at the stock chart. With Archer, again, if I zoom out to the yearly chart, it's been trying to break through the $14 or $13.50 mark. If we look back, if we rewind back to October, Archer, you could buy Archer under $3. Then again, the big Christmas rally, Archer almost touched $10. A retraction all the way to $6.30. Then another rally. A lot of news, a lot of hype as well around Archer. Then we had new levels back in January, and then the tariff wars. I think it was last time you could buy Archer under $6, but we never know. And you can see the levels, the previous levels with Archer: $3, $5.50. Now we have new level, about $8. And I don't think we will break through the $8 mark again. I think the next level will be around $10. And what is a bit negative on the stock chart is this resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4 times we touched it and we couldn't break through. You can see the volume, massive increase in volume in the recent weeks. But is this enough? If I zoom in, you can see this nice little trend line. You can see this nice little trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times we touched it. Are we going to break through, break down, or not? The earnings call is here. I think Archer will go slightly sideways, but I wouldn't be surprised if we have a sell-off. Historically, Archer sells off on the earnings call because financial situation is now much better, so this will be positive for the earnings call, but it's the certification endeavors. And now, if we don't have clear guidance on the Mid-East venture as well, that could be negative impact on the sentiment of the investors as well. I'm not saying Archer is a bad product. I'm not saying Archer is going to fail. I'm positive. I'm optimistic. I'm a fan of the whole eVTOL market. I wish every single company is successful. I'm not here to take sides. But with Archer, we should start getting a bit careful because there could be a sell-off after the earnings call. Historically, those who follow the eVTOL market, you've seen it. We have good guidance, we have good numbers, yet it still sells off because there's no clear pathway on the certification. And also, what nobody talks about is Stellantis, their main partner to aid them with their production and their production line setup. They currently are not in the best place. And I wouldn't be surprised if Stellantis will be hesitating to support Archer's production ramp. So that's it. That's it for now. This was just a quick, short special. I've got end-phase earnings starting in 5 minutes. Don't go anywhere. It will take you there. Let me know in the chat and in the comments. The comments are not blocked. Yeah, the comments are just held for review. Because under every video we have, I swear, there's at least 2 dozen of spam comments promoting some fake scam crypto coin. And there's always the 2 trolls who follow us all the time along the way. So if you are reasonable, if you are civil, I approve the comments myself and I reply to every single comment as well. So comment under the video. Let me know what you think. There'll be a special about Archer, pre-earnings special for Joby, and pre-earnings special for Vertical Aerospace as well. This week and next week. And then obviously next week, the earnings call. Let me know what you think. Are we expecting a rally? Are we expecting a sell-off? Well, we have a poll. There was a poll. We got quite few votes. So let's end the poll and let's have a look. Got 51% think there'll be a rally. 19% are looking out for a crash. 15% sideways and 15% not interested. Well, if you are not interested in eVTOL stocks, thank you anyway. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. So that's the poll on the screen. Just get rid of this. Thank you everyone for joining me. I don't have time to go through the comments, but if you have any questions, any comments, if you want to talk to me in the comments below, not in the chat. And also, my X handle is at EVTOLHUB. I've got a few people. I'm talking to them weekly. Don't be scared. Don't be afraid to reach out. The handle is at EVTOLHub, and you can get your daily updates. I'm trying to post multiple times a day the news, my insights, my opinions, and a lot of media as well. So that's it from me. If you stay where you are, we'll take you to the Enphase Energy earnings. We are expecting good upside long term. As Martyn says, I know we have a lot of Enphase investors. So stay where you are. We'll take you there for the closing bell, and we're going to kick it off. Thank you very much for joining me. Take care of yourselves and each other.